welcome to my channel, Amongst Outs. My name is Samantha, and if you're new here, I am a new homeschooling mom of 4 kiddos. We are in our first year of homeschooling, and I just wanted to share in this video some of the things that I have been loving that we purchased for our homeschool. These are things that we are using for storage or curriculum, or things that basically just things that I'm absolutely loving as a first year homeschooling mom. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this video. The first thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about are some of our storage. So I will put a picture right here of our hanging storage organization that I purchased from Target. This has been so great for us to store all of our morning time work, so our handwriting or scripture writing, devotionals and read alouds, our gather round books. This storage hanging unit has been incredible for us, and I am so glad that I went with this for us, just because a rolling cart wouldn't have worked, and it's worked out really nicely. And I just hang this up in my kitchen dining area, and like I said, it's really easy for us to store things away. It's a little hidden by my curtains when they're all open, and it's working out perfectly for us. And so the next thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about are these, I only have one of them down here, and so these storage containers have been so great for us in our homeschool room. We have a great space, but not a whole lot of easy accessible storage because my toddler does like to get into everything. So having these containers filled with my kids' books that they use every single day has been really easy and convenient for them to be able to pull out their books and go through their homeschool schedule flow with ease and independently. And it sits right on top of their desk, so it doesn't look messy as long as they take care of these. And this has just been really good for us. So I highly recommend these storage containers, and I got these at Michael's, and I will try to find them online and go ahead and link those down for you below. Okay, and so the next thing is this storage caddy here, and this is actually like a decorative, I don't know, on Amazon it's like a decorative bottle holder, but it has these 6 compartments here, and it's just so easy to store everything. So I also put in some of these Dollar Tree containers to hold up things like our pencils, pens, and I think those are the only 2 that I have, but I also have a pocket here for note cards. I have stickers for my kids' stickers cards. This is filled with glue, so I have glue sticks, the white glue, and scissors, color pencils, crayons. I have highlighters in my stapler, and this is just really convenient. So when my son comes downstairs in the morning after he's done getting ready, he grabs this with him from the homeschool room, brings it down to the island, and they have everything that they need for any work that we're going to do downstairs. And then when we head upstairs for our independent work, we take this right up there with us, and it's stored overnight upstairs. So having all of our essentials that we need for a homeschool day in one caddy has been so great. And this was, I mean, this was pricey for what it is, but I couldn't find anything else that worked and fit as much as I wanted to fit in this. So it was definitely worth the cost, and I did get it on Amazon. So again, if it's still available, I will link that for you guys below. Okay, and so up next, I wanted to talk about my ProClick binding system. This has been a workhorse in my homeschool, and it is probably my #1 favorite purchase. Because I do the Gather Round homeschool units, I print and I bind those with this, and so because I already have this system, anything else that I have printed out for my kids, it's just so easy to run it through here and bind it all up. So my Bible studies, I print those online. It's the printable. My kids' scripture writing, almost anything that I buy, like I mentioned, that I print out, I use this ProClick system to get it all bound together. And then next, the next workhorse in my homeschool is my laminator. And so I use this to laminate all sorts of things. my kids' responsibility charts and their token systems for earning rewards. I laminate the front and back covers of any book that I bind. And so this has been another great tool in my homeschool. And then because we are a gather round family, and like I said, I print off our gather round units, and I print off so many other things for our homeschool and for our personal lives. My Epson EcoTank printer is also a #1 favorite in our homeschool, and so I would just insert a picture of the one that I have up here and also list it for you guys below. If you are in the market for a new printer, or if you're in the market for a printer to help save you on ink, I highly recommend the EcoTank. We did have to go through and do a little bit of maintenance on it because it was printing some weird lines. But once my husband cleaned that, it was right back to working like a charm. And so I have no complaints about that printer at all whatsoever. So the next thing is something that is more so for me as a homeschool mom, and it is my Erin Condren planner. So I struggled for months, guys, to find a planner, and I actually saw Ashlee's video over at Grace and Grit where she talked about her planner. She uses the Erin Condren Life Planner, which is what this is, and she talked about how she used it in her homeschool. And so I really look up to her, and honestly a lot of the things that she recommends I try or I purchase if I think that they'll work for us. And so this was one of those things, and definitely 100% recommend. I can also link her video down below where she talks all about how she uses her life planner if you guys are looking for ways to use an Erin Condren planner in your homeschool. So the next thing that I have been loving in our homeschool is our CC, our Classical Conversations flip book. And this has just been so great for me as #1, a new homeschooling mom, and also just for us being new to Classical Conversations. The fact that these 2 pages pertain to just 1 week, so every page is a different week. It's been so helpful for us to just see it all right here. And I only take this with me to our CC day rather than taking the whole book. And this is also really helpful and convenient whenever I'm writing our memory work up on our whiteboard, because it's all just here. So if you're in Classical Conversations, I highly, highly recommend getting yourself printed one of these flip books. And the last few things are curriculum/books, and these are just things that have worked really well for a couple of my kiddos, and I wanted to share these in case your kiddos are similar to mine in some of these areas and you're looking for something to try. And for my 6-year-old, I have these Bob books, and we have a couple of different sets, and I absolutely love these because these books are perfect for your beginning readers and early readers. And you know, they don't start off easy, but once your kid is able to read these books and they have most of these sight words and their phonics down, they can read these independently, and it just helps build so much confidence. At least in my daughter, it's helped build up so much confidence whenever she can go to the bookshelf and grab books out of here and read them all on her own independently, and then she's so excited when she comes and reads these books to me. So if you have a 5 or 6-year-old that's just now reading or learning to read, I highly recommend these Bob books as a resource for supplementing with their reading program. I absolutely love them. So next is Matthew C. I have been absolutely loving Matthew C. I actually love it for all of my kids. This program is really awesome. It's a mastery-based program, which I'm noticing for my girls especially is something that is just working so much better for them. It works really well for them. The addition, my 6-year-old's going through all of the addition portions right now, and the fact that it's mastery based, it is really, really helping her hone in on the skills and get them right before moving on to the next concept. And with all of the manipulatives, it has been an incredible math program for my 6-year-old especially. Like I said, I do really enjoy it for my older kids. However, going through and doing the math lessons with them and then all of the grading was just becoming too much for me in my homeschool. So I have switched them over to teaching textbooks. And so now they are doing teaching textbooks for their math program, but they are still doing worksheets for extra practice out of their math, you see, rather than using this as their full program. And so last but not least, I think this is probably, actually I can say because I know where my son started and because of the a little bit of the anxiety that I had when I brought my kids home around him and this particular subject, this program is probably my absolute most favorite, and the program that I will recommend to everyone time and time again is the IEW writing program. And if you have a reluctant writer, or if you have a kid who maybe does love to write but it's just not their best, or they struggle with writing in any way, even if they're great writers, but you just want them to perfect their writing skills or to improve their writing skills or be more effective writers, I highly, highly, highly recommend IEW. I don't think there is a program out there for any subject that I could recommend more than IEW. It has taken my son from being a reluctant writer, a kid who was not confident in writing at all whatsoever and never wanted to do it. I mean, writing would bring tears to my son, and this program has made him enjoy writing. First of all, the incredible writing that he's completing with this is enough in itself. But the fact that he's having joy in writing and he's enjoying doing his writing assignments, that is something to me that I think makes this program worth it. Because I don't want my kids to hate any subject. I want them to understand and to not necessarily love every subject, but to be able to be confident in all subjects for the most part. And this program has brought confidence, joy, and a newfound love for writing in my son, and that just makes me so happy and so excited for him. So there you have it, guys. These are my favorite homeschool purchases as a first-year new homeschooling mom. I hope that you guys find any of these things useful, and maybe you can get some of them for your homeschool or for your kiddos and enjoy them as well. If you guys like this video, please don't forget to hit the like button, and also please subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you here as a part of my community, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!